Good morning, Melody. Oh, Melanie. Good morning, Melanie. Okay, muy bien. So if you guys could join me in Canvas, that would be lovely. And if you were testing, most of us were testing, right? What we want to make sure that we do is we want to make sure, listen carefully, por favor, that you have completed everything in Unidad 3. Okay, because we are done with VHL, right? We're done. So you need to make sure that you have completed this gallery walk, that you have completed all of these things, okay, for before the end of the year, obviously. Okay, so if you have a question, you need to reach out. Okay, today, again, if you just joined us, we are going to repasar, right? A unit that is going to be in place of an actual final test. We're going to review everything that we've done this year. So we're going to start with our vocab. So meet me there, you guys. It should be right below Unit 3. And it says review unit. And you should see some guided notes. And really what I need from you is I need you guys to let me know if you have trouble opening that. Okay, so everybody should be in Canvas, find the review unit, and click on the guided notes. And then give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Right underneath Unit 3. Give me a thumbs up, some kind of thumbs up. Heaven's ready. Priscilla's ready. Aslan's ready. Hoo-hoo. Haley's ready. Anybody else? James and Carolina and Lay and Carlin and Melanie. Charlie. Akari, are y'all ready? Give me a thumbs up. Arsha says yes. Okay, muy bien. All right, let me get my screen good to go here, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so what you're going to see, first of all, is something that looks like this, right? This is what your guided notes should look like, and you're going to see that they look a little different, okay? So we have our story here, and we're going to kind of use that as like a doodle. You know, we're going to scribble on it, we're going to annotate on it, stuff like that. And then if you scroll down, you have an actual vocab list. And then we have some action words, some verbs that we've already seen before. And so the point is, how many can we remember? Okay, so let's start up here. So everybody should just scroll to where it says El Vocabulario, and we'll fill these in. You're just going to type in English. So if I go too quickly or if I go too slowly, because I always feel like I go too slowly, then let me know. Okay. All right. I see Aslan ready. Catalina, scroll down to vocabulary. Heaven's ready. Haley, you're getting there. James is ready. Melanie. Nikki. Okay, Carlin's ready. Oh, good job, Carlina. Okay. Elizabeth, I need you to meet us in Canvas. There's a review unit. And click on the guided Okay, so everybody should be in the very first vocab list. And we're going to start filling in, okay? Bueno. All right, so here's the name of our story. La excursión de la familia Garcia. So based on the image, you guys, that you see up on my screen, what do you think this story can be about? Good morning, Stacy. Stacy, we are in the review unit in Canvas in guided notes. Based on the picture, you guys, and yeah, very good, Heaven. And the words, what do you think? La excursión de la familia Garcia. What do you think this could be about? Well, Heaven says it could be about hiking. Okay, good guess. What else? What else do we know from the picture and the words on the screen? Come on, you guys, pop them in the chat. Ideas. What do you think this story could be about? Yeah, very good, Elizabeth. Very good, Priscilla. Spending time with family, like a family outing, right? Okay. Something maybe to do with outdoorsy stuff. Okay, muy bien. Good job. Okay. So our first word, la ciudad. La ciudad. Again, if I go too slow, let me know. If I go too fast, let me know. La ciudad, city. Weird word because it ends in a D and yet it's feminine, right? Okay, la montaña is kind of blacked out there, but you can tell. What do you think a montaña is, clase? Easy one. What's a montaña? A mountain. Remember, you have the little tilde, little squiggly on the end, right? La montaña. Okay. El padre, we've seen this one before, is our word for father or dad. Papi. Papi is usually the word for dad. But yes, in English. The word's already in Spanish, right? So you're just top typing the word in English, right? Then we have la madre, right? Or mommy is mom, right? Madre, mother. If I need to go back, let me know. Okay. Una excursión is like a trip, an adventure. Yeah. A hike, like going on a walk. Okay. Do you guys go for walks? Is that part of your routine? Or like on hikes? Do you guys go canoeing or hiking, stuff like that? What do you guys do in nature? Do you guys do anything out in nature? Evan, do you ever get out in nature? No? Arshas, you ever get out in nature? Like boating, swimming? I don't know. Haley, what about you? You ever get out in nature? Go hiking? Yeah, it's a good thing, Evan. Priscilla? Elizabeth, what about you? Stacy? You guys ever get outside, spend some time out in nature? Kamora? What do y'all say? You do? All right, Elizabeth. Woohoo. Yay. I walk a lot, not as much as I used to, because I messed up my knee. On a hike, you guys, a 6-mile hike in I don't know what that was, 6-mile hike, and it was on like a hard rocky trail, and I messed up my knee, and ever since then it's really hard for me to do that. But what I like is what this guy's doing in our picture here. I like to go to New Mexico, in the mountains, in the desert, in the high desert of New Mexico, and do some hiking. That's my favorite thing. Yeah. I recommend it. Okay, this is a reminder. Él tiene, he has, or she has, or it has, right? Tiene. Él or ella tiene, he or she or it has. So again, you're typing in English, right? Él tiene una silla, right? He's got a chair. Okay, remember this one? La ropa, la ropa. La ropa, clothing. Okay, el hijo, la hija, a boy or a girl. Now remember, H's are silent, and it's the J that makes the H sound, right? So hijo, hijo. Alrighty, un poco, a little bit. Un poco. Okay, ¿tú piensas? Or you think, do you think that? ¿Tú piensas que blah, blah, blah? You think that, right? You think, or do you think that? ¿Tú piensas? ¿Tú piensas que? Okay. El camino. El camino is a path. El camino. Way back in the ages ago, you guys, I'm old, right? In the 60s and 70s, especially, there was a car that was called El Camino. It was a car. It was an ugly car, but it was a car. El Camino. It was half car and half truck bed. It was ugly. Okay, no te preocupes. Don't worry. No te preocupes. No te preocupes. Don't worry. Good morning, Marlisa. Okay. Juntos. Together. If we were all girls, juntas, right? Juntos, juntas, together. Okay, if I go too slow, let me know. Okay, él or ella va. He or she or it goes. Él or ella va. Va. He or she or it goes. Okay. El pájaro. It's a hard word to say because the accent doesn't sound right. El pájaro, right? Bird. El pájaro. I don't know where Christopher's at today. Christopher's got a bunch of birds. You guys like birds? Kind of, sort of. I like birds. El árbol, the tree. Arbor Day. That's why we call Arbor Day. Tree Day is Arbor Day, right? Because we get that word from Latin. Arbol. The tree. Okay. If we are moreno or morena, means we have dark hair. Perrito. Creamy. Okay. All right. Do I need to go back to any of those? Do I need to go back? Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. Marilisa? Marilisa, are you with me? Where are you, Marilisa? There you are. So we are in, we're not going to do a final for class. We are doing a review unit, right? Based on a story, so we can see everything that we did in a context. So you need to go to the review unit in Canvas and open up the guided notes. Okay. Okay. So let's scroll down, you guys. Let's scroll down to how many can you remember? All right. There's quite a list here. See, this is the importance of being into class on time, because everybody else then has to hear me repeat the same thing 10 times, right? Dallas, we're doing a review unit for our end of school instead of doing a final. So you need to meet us in Canvas, scroll down to the review unit and open up the guided notes, please. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you all, let's see, it's 23 after, according to my clock. I'm going to give you all, I don't know, 4 minutes or 3 minutes or something like that. Take a look at this list that you have in front of you. Okay. I'll give you a minute to just read through them. And then let's kind of share out in chat, or you can unmute, whatever you feel comfortable. What are the ones you remember? What are some of the words you remember? So I'll give you a minute to look at it. Okay. Priscilla, I'm going to pick on you first. You can pop it in the chat or unmute, whatever you feel better about. Is there any one of these that you remember what they mean? Yeah, on the, yes, on the second list, right? Okay, good. Kimura, okay. Muy bien. Anybody else? Pop them in the chat, you guys. Are there words here that you recognize or that you think you know? This is a review unit, right? This is what we're doing instead of a final. So I need to hear from you. What do you think? Yeah, very good. Stacy, very good. Very good, Arshas. Very good, Heaven. Anybody else? Yeah, okay. So you guys are telling me me gustan. So fill in, right? You guys are filling in as we go through this together. Me gustan was I like, you said, right? Singular and plural. Very good, Kimura. Somebody said yo necesito is I need. I need. So again, you guys are filling in here. I need. We're helping each other out. So the more you can throw in, the better. Let's see. Stacy, tú estás, you said, was you are. Very good. Marilisa. Marilisa, muy bien. Down here, you guys, él and ella usa. right? So for that one, we have he, she, or it uses. It kind of looks like uses, right? Anybody else? Let's see. Oh, you guys are good. Elizabeth, muy bien. He or she paints, pinta, pintar. You saw that a couple of times, right? He or she paints. And so what would ellos and ellas pintan be? Who can help me out there? What's this one? Ellos or ellas pintan. Yeah, very good, Heaven. They paint, right? They paint. Okay, muy bien. Who remembers what ear means? What if I say yo voy, tú vas? Él va, nosotros vamos, ellos van. What does ear mean? Very good, Marilisa. To go. Okay, to go. Good. Somebody had, there was one more. Okay, nosotros estamos. Yeah, very good. We are. We are. Now you guys are going to want this because, you know, we're going to have to put these into our story, right? So make sure that you're getting these. Priscilla, muy bien, tú tienes. You have. Okay, anybody else? Did I miss any of them? Yo tengo would be I have, right? And yes, we use that when we're talking about age, but it can also be if I have something, right? Elizabeth. Yeah, very good. Down here, you guys. He, she, or it is. And remember, we use está when we're talking about location or temporary feelings. You know, if we're sad, if we're happy, remember all those? Okay, nervous, right? Kimura. Okay, this is the word that I've tried to tell you guys. If you don't remember anything else in Spanish, that you should remember this. This is there is or there are. So it's one word that is both singular and plural. Okay. Okay. Anybody else remember something else? What about this one? What about el va and ella va? Do you remember this one? El va al parque. Yeah, very good. So he or she or it goes. I guess I could make this bigger. Okay. All right. Anything else? Anybody? What about this piensa? Tú piensas? A once. Is there a once in here? Oh, yeah, very good. Right here. Good. All right. Él and ella quiere. So he or it wants. Okay, good. Yeah, I think we filled that one in, right? Carlin, muy bien. So, tú piensas. Over here, you guys. Tú piensas, you think. So what would él and ella piensa be? Yeah, very good. He or she or it thinks. Okay, good. What about this one here? Él and ella comenta. Is it a cognate? What do you think? Comenta. What could it be, you guys? What's it look like in English? Very good. Anybody else have an idea? Very good, Marilisa. Very good, Elizabeth. Right. So he or she or it, right? Comments. Comments, right? They make a comment. We know that. Okay, one more in this left-hand column. what is ser is to be. So who can give me an example of to be? How do we say like I am and you are, et cetera, et cetera? How do we do that? Very good. So yo soy, right? Tú eres. Remember these? El es, of course, I can't put accent marks in. Nosotros somos. Ellos son. Okay, so all of those are how to say I am, you are, he is, we are, they are. Okay. All right. Everybody have the left-hand column done, right? We should all have that left-hand column filled in. Okay, so let's move over here. We have él and ella termina. That's kind of weird. What's it look like in English? Él and ella termina. Yeah, what's another way of saying terminate? Ends. Yeah, ends, right? Or finishes, right? Okay, good. Good. So make sure we get that one. You guys will get this done just in time for the end of the hour today, right? Perfect. Okay, saco. Yo saco buenas notas en la clase de español. Yo saco buenas notas, good grades en la clase de español. So what do you think saco could be? What do you think? Yeah, I get, or like I earn, something like that, right? Depends on the context. I get, or like I earn. And so what is tú sacas? It would just be you get, right? Or you earn. Very good. Yeah, sometimes, absolutely. Thank you for reminding me. It can be like to take something out, right? Like I remove, I take something out. That's another example. Okay. Oops. Yep. Okay, one more. This one too has a lot of different meanings. We'll have to see in context, right, when we get into our story. Él or ella se queda. Se queda. Yeah. Se queda. We did that in our Mario story. Didn't we do our Mario story at the beginning of this school year? Él and ella se queda. He or she or it does what? He or she or it se queda en la clase. Se queda. He or she or it stays behind, right? Like stays somewhere. Okay. Okay. Yep. Let me make it smaller. I know that sounds counterproductive, but that way we can all see all of them. Okay, you guys, make sure this is what you have. Okay, my next question, I know some of you guys do stuff in Cami or whatever, but my next question to you is if you scroll up, do you know how to highlight and underline and stuff? Can you annotate on your sheet? Okay, so all I'm asking you is to make sure that you can annotate or highlight or something like that. Okay, are we good with this? Can I scroll up? See? We all good? Okay. So let's come up here and I'm gonna, again, we only have about 4 minutes of class. So all I'm gonna ask you to do is just Skim. Just kind of read it to yourself. Okay. Okay. Here's how we're going to close out today. In the chat from the story, can you find for me 2 words that you recognize that were not in the vocab lists on the sheet? Words that you recognize that were not any of these. 2 of them, and just pop it in the chat. In Spanish, por favor. 2 words you recognize that were not in our vocab lists today that you recognize in the story. You can unmute if you want, or you can pop them in the chat. I would prefer that you unmuted, but that's up to you. Okay, Elizabeth, muy bien. Good, Kimura. Words that are not in the vocab lists that we have here. Good, Marilisa. 2 words. Come on, I want to hear from everyone. Daisy, muy bien. Okay. Yeah, Kimura, muy bien. Very good, Heaven. Good ones. Keep coming, you guys. Keep coming. Ah, good, Arshis. That's a good one. Okay. Very good, Stacy. That's a good one too. Okay, everybody? Anybody else? Okay, so I need to take attendance. I forgot. What I need for you guys to do is, however you save your stuff, don't turn it in necessarily, because then we have, you need to be able to access it again. Does that make sense? So save it in such a way that you can go back to it. I take attendance, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, you guys, perfect timing. Make sure you can get back to that. Don't turn it in. Do not turn it in, because we may have to go back to it, right? Okay. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day. Just make sure that you can go back to it. Like, you want to access it without losing your work. Okay. That's the goal. Okay. All right. Nos vemos mañana. See you tomorrow. We'll play around with the story tomorrow. Okay. All right. Adios. Have a great rest of your day, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Adios, Heaven. Gracias. Take care, you guys.